Alright, so it's been a little while. I should probably make a video, but what should I make it on? The Zappinator video was pretty fun, but what other weapons are there? I mean, there's the Terra Prisma. No, that's not too interesting. The Zenith? Nope, way too overdone. The Ruler? I mean, it's funny, but I can't really make a video on it. Is there seriously nothing good to make a video on? Alright, well, maybe I'm trying too hard to make a video on something new. Maybe I need to look into the past for something. Maybe I need to look... No, wait, guys, what are you doing? Wait, no, you're supposed to wait for the signal! So, let's start off with some basic information. Cannons are sold by the pirate NPC for 25 gold. To unlock the NPC, you must defeat the pirate invasion. C's pretty self-explanatory, but you'd be surprised how many people I've met who never made the connection. Anyway, once it's placed down, you need cannonballs in order to fire it, and those are also sold by the pirate NPC. So once you've placed the cannon, there are a few things you can do with it. If you're holding the cannonball, left clicking will fire the cannon, dealing 250 damage to anything hit by the ball. Right-clicking either side of the cannon will rotate it in the appropriate direction by 22.5 degrees, up to 180 degrees. Also, it can be hooked up to wiring to shoot a cannonball for free, but activating it this way will have it deal no damage. Alright, now that dumb, stupid, boring garbage information is out of the way, let's get into some of the fun stuff. Let's start blowing things up. So I already know the question that's on your mind. How good are cannons against bosses? The answer? They're good. Like, really good. And by good, I mean absolute garbage. The main problem with cannons is that they're super cumbersome to use. Sure, it can shoot fast, I guess, but the angles it fires at are super rigid and it can be impossible to hit things most of the time. Okay, so maybe you could beat Destroyer with it, but then again, literally anything can. I'd like to see someone try to kill other mechs with only cannons. Using cannons against any boss after the mechs would just be impractical since other weapons just straight up outdamage it. So, use against bosses may not be the cannon's thing. So, what is?
It's good in PvP.
What?
It's great against other players.
Yeah, how are cannons against invasions?
No, you idiot.
To test out how cannons work on groups of enemies, I spawned the Old One's army, and much to my surprise, it actually worked really well. The cannonballs were able to pierce multiple enemies at once and exploded at the end of its flight, dealing over 200 damage to anything caught in its way. This was super good against all the ground enemies that walked in straight lines to kill you, but the flying enemies pose an issue. Even though you could rotate a cannon, that doesn't make it any better at hitting these stupid dragon things, so bringing another weapon along would be well worth it. Yeah, so I think I found an actual viable use for cannons. They're super good against invasions and enemies and whatnot, but... What? So, some monster at Relogic thought it would be funny to make this abomination. Okay, it's kind of funny. This is the bunny cannon, and it's a sick twisted variant of the normal cannon. You can purchase it from the pirate if the party girl NPC is present, for an expensive 50 gold, but you won't be able to buy ammunition for this thing. Nope, you have to go out of your way to catch rabbits and strap dynamite to them. This thing is much more impractical than the regular cannon, but it is infinitely funnier. It does more damage than the regular cannon, sometimes doing over 300 a hit, but it lacks the ability to pierce enemies, making it only good on single targets, and I've already shown how hard that can be. That, combined with the rarity of the ammunition, makes it much more impractical, but hey, it's still funny to see rabbits flying through the air. Oh, come on!